guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Trish, and today is going to be a trying a new makeup video. Now, I had some points at Ulta, so I decided I was going to go ahead and get some newer products that are out on the market just to try something new. And for all of this that I got, I only paid $4 for, so I think that's pretty much a steal in my humble opinion. But let's go ahead and try out some of these new products and see what we think about them. But first, if you've yet to subscribe, I'd love it if you join the family. And now let's get on to this video. Okay, first things first, let me get my hair out of my face here. It has been a scorcher here in the South lately, and it has been all hair up all the time for me. I don't know about where you guys have been, but my hair is in full in summer mode, meaning it's living in a ponytail. But this is something that I picked up, I believe is a sample from Sephora, or I might have bought this. I'm not sure because I got a couple different sunscreens. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, and it's the Murad Environmental Shield City Skin Age Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 50. And I got this one to try out because it looks to have a little bit of a tint to it. So it's not exactly a white sunscreen, and I thought that would go really good under today's foundation that I got to try. I actually got a powder foundation to try. I've been loving the Pure 4-in-1 mineral pressed powder foundation, and Essence recently came out with a new powder foundation that I got, and I want to try out because the heat, you guys. What can I say? It's the heat. So the next thing I got is Kiko Milano came out with a new line at Ulta, and it is called the Festival Glow line. And you guys, I know I just posted my eyeshadow palette collection. I'm not even going to lie, I have a ton of eyeshadow palettes, but for some reason, this one in the collection just caught my eye, and it is just a unique enough palette to catch my eye, but again, not exactly something I don't have in my collection. I just wanted to give it a go and see what I like. So as always, I'm gonna prime my eyes with my Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. You guys, I'm almost out of this one, and I've looked and I can't seem to find this eye primer available. Grab a brush here. I can't seem to find this eye primer available for sale by itself. Now, maybe I'm just not looking hard enough. That's always a good possibility. But currently, I can't find it for sale by itself, so I'm gonna be on the hunt for a good eye primer. And if you guys know of one, leave it in the comments below, because I'm very heartbroken that this is finally almost done. And this has lasted me forever. Seriously, forever. This is one of those like sample size that came with the eyeshadow palette, and I've had this as long as I've had my Sultry palette, and it's still going. What a deal, right? Okay, so this has a little teeny tiny mirror I'm going to try to use on this, but you guys, look at this palette. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take this light color here, and I'm going to kind of throw it in my crease, but I'm going to see if it will actually blend nicely with my skin tone, or if it's going to be a little bit deeper of a shade. So let's see what we got with this one here. That actually has a little bit of color to it. Not a lot of pigment, but I wasn't expecting, like I was expecting this to be my skin tone, so for it to have any pigment at all on my eye is not a bad thing. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay. Well, I like that color quite a bit, actually. It's slightly deeper than my skin tone as it is now, so probably in the winter time when I lose my tan. And yes, this is me with a tan. But in the wintertime, when I lose my tan, I will, it will stand out a lot more on my skin. But for now, it's very pretty. And there actually is not a lot of kickback in the palette either, so it's not very powdery. That's very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and on the same brush, just because I can, I'm going to take this shade here. Now these do not have shade names. And I don't know if I told you guys, but this is the Festival Glow palette in Green Country. But I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put it in the outer corner and kind of buff it into the crease to see what we got going on here. Let's see here. It's a very interesting color. Like it looks like a dark gray brown in the pan, but kind of on the eyes is pulling more brown than the gray color. That's very interesting. It's a very pretty color. I do like that. I won't say it's unique to my collection, but I don't remember having one like this. So go ahead and throw it on the other side and see what we got. But I actually got a lot from this collection. I haven't bought Kiko makeup in a long time. So I was very intrigued by this collection, but nothing really, my dog has an itch over there. But nothing really from Kiko has stood out for me, and their products last forever. I have a Kiko bronzer that I love, and it's lasted me for a long time, and it will last me for a long time to come. All right, so I like that. I like that shade. Now, I'm going to go ahead and swatch this marbled shade because I'm very curious what this looks. Oh. Okay. I got to show you guys this because I have my nails painted green and it is almost like a non-shiny version of my green. Oh, that's perfect for today. Well, okay, let's get it on my eyes and see what we got for this one. Oh my, that is so pretty. That is so pretty. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna take that all the way out because I can. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna take my brush real quick and just blend that in. You guys, that is such a pretty shade. It's a lot deeper than I want to go today, so I'm probably going to use the other shade to lighten it up, but we'll just say that is a gorgeous, like, green gold shade. Whew, I'm getting all messy here with my application process. So let's see if I could tone that down just a bit. There we go. It blends really nice. This green blends super nice. You might actually be able to use that as a matte shade as well. That would be really pretty. All right, so we are going to top this off with my very infamous small pointer brush that I use for my inner corner all the time. And I use this to get it very, very close to my inner corner. And I'm just using this shade here. So I've used all the shades in this palette and oh, wow. Okay, that's got some pigment to it. So I'm just gonna pop this on here. Wow, look at that pigment, you guys. Jeez. And then I'm gonna take just a little bit on my finger and I'm just gonna tap it a little bit over the green that's closest to my inner corner, just to help it blend a little bit there. Oh, I love this palette. I love this palette. Let me do the same on this eye. Now with this shade right here, I am getting a little bit of fallout just to let you guys know, but wow. Wow, let me come in a little bit closer. Look at that color. Just tapping a little bit of the green right here on the outside to bring back some of that color to help it blend just a little bit more. Okay, I'm impressed. I'm very happy I got this one. Even with all my eyeshadows, I'm very happy I got this one. Now, onto the piece de resistance. The whole reason that I started using my points is the Essence 16 Hour Cover and Last Powder Foundation. And I got the shade 03 Bright Beige. So let me go ahead and swatch this and see. Let's see here. That looks to be a good match. So if you're near my skin tone at all, 03 Bright Beige is gonna work. I'm actually gonna use the puff to start with, see how it works out, and then we'll go from there. I might switch to a brush. I usually use a brush, just to let you know. But it does have a mirror in it underneath here, and it did come with a puff. So let's see how this looks. And I'm gonna grab this little teeny tiny mirror I had, because nothing really that I got has a big mirror. So let's see what we got. Are we seeing this? Look at that coverage. Wow. Oh, okay. You go, Essence. So let me zoom you guys in. This one right here is with the powder foundation and without. And you can kind of see the line going down my nose. That's kind of funny. So we got with and we got without. Wow. Okay. And I'm looking up close in my mirror, and I don't know if you can tell, but it is not sinking into any of my pores there. And I used it under my eyes. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and do the other side of my face. I think I'm just gonna use the puff on the other side too. I really liked the way that looked. And for this, I am patting it in. I'm not pressing and dragging, I'm just patting it in. I usually use a brush and I buff it in, and you know, that's a good way to get it to like meld with your skin. But dang, I'm really liking the way that it looks with the puff, so we're sticking with it. And I can't believe it covered my under eye circles. That, you guys, right there is amazing. I'm like so excited my leg is tapping. I'm sorry if I'm shaking. All right, this shade might actually be just a hair bit light for me, but I do have bronzer that I can use. All right, I am going to take just a small eyeshadow brush real quick, and I'm going to take it on there and put it in the corner, since I'm obviously not going to need concealer today. Dang, you guys, look at this. Woo, that is amazing. I like it. Maybe not so much the color. Wow. Number 3 is that dark? Okay. My skin doesn't feel dry, it doesn't feel tight. I am gonna take my powder brush right here with no product on it, and I'm just gonna brush away any excess and try to get it to blend a little bit into my skin. But what do we think? I like this. I am 110% liking this powder foundation. Oh, and it's so much more inexpensive. And it says it's a foundation with high coverage and a matte finish and 16-hour wear. Breathable, lightweight, transfer-proof, waterproof, and formulated without silicones. Okay, so I can say it's breathable and I can say it's lightweight. I will have to check back with you on the 16-hour update. We'll see how this wears through today. I might throw in a wear test at the end of this, but so far, you guys, that's awesome. Okay, so for a blush, because I did want to have more of a full face of it, I did pick up this Lottie London blush in the shade Serene, and it does look to be a mostly matte blush with maybe just a little bit of shimmer in it. I can't tell if maybe that's just the ombre color of it. I don't know if you can see the ombre, but it goes from lighter over here to just a little deeper. It did look like it had more of a shade range with the ombre-ness on the website, but I still like it, and it's a really pretty peachy color when just swirled together. So let me grab my blush brush, which funny enough is also my bronzer brush. I use the e.l.f. complexion brush for most of those. Put it in there, tap it off, and let's see how we do. And I do take it to my hairline and then a little bit up beside my eyes. It's a very light blush, so this might not be for you if you have a deeper skin tone, but they did have other shades in it. I think that's pretty. It's a very summery look to it. So, okay, so that is the blush. I do like this shade. Oh, I like this shade. I kind of want to get more, but you guys, I really don't need any more blushes. So, and this is the one in the shade Serene, and it's just, it looks like a very nice summer blush. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so for my bronzer, I couldn't not, you guys, pick up something from this collection. So for my bronzer, I got the Wet n Wild Stitch collection, the Hula Honey. And this is what that looks like. I'm super excited about this. Those are the shades of the Hula bronzer, or the Hula Honey. Wow. Okay, that one looks a little light, even for me. So I might take a mixture of these two and see how that goes. But let's see what we got. I'm trying not to get bronzer on my shirt as I do this. So I'm gonna take the exact same brush that I used for my blush, and I'm just going to dip it in here, and then dip it in there, and then dip it in there. Pat it off and let's go. Ooh, okay. That definitely warmed up the complexion a little. I'm not a big putting on bronzer, like really heavy-handed type person, but I gotta say this might be even a little too light for my application process. And that might be because I'm mixing it with the lighter one in that area. What are we thinking of this bronzer? I like that. I kind of want to mix in one of the shimmer shades, but I think I'm going to wait on that for another one because I normally like a glowy bronzer, and these are matte. But if I like dipped my brush in there and did like an, oh, I could do all four. Not today. Not today. Okay. I have to go out today. So I like this. I think if you are pale like me, or a little bit more pale than me, this one right here is a gorgeous shade and would definitely work for you. So the last thing that I got is also from the Kiko Milano Festival Glow collection, and I got an eyeliner and a no transfer lipstick. So I got them both in the same shade in 01, which I think is the coffee shade. So this is what the eyeliner. This is what the lip liner looks like. And there is a swatch. And that looks a lot deeper than it did in the photo. So this might be a little bit more than what I wanted today. And then, oh, look at this lipstick packaging. And then this is this shade. Oh, look at that lipstick. The detailing on it is just gorgeous. And then this is a swatch of that one. For being the same shade, those two are way different colors, but they will probably look great together. So let me go ahead and line my lips and put this on. It is a little deep, but it goes on really smooth. It's a pretty color though. I do like this color. And this again is in the shade 01 for the lip liner, which is the waterproof lip liner. So I'm guessing it should last a while. And then this is the no transfer lipstick, which I'm very curious because it's bullet lipstick. So let's try this one out. I like that color. It really goes good with the eye look. What do you guys think? Okay, well, I'm going to finish my makeup. I don't have anything else new to try on, so I'm gonna finish my makeup and we're gonna let this dry down a little bit and see. I have to say, first application, it's not as creamy as some of my lipsticks, but for the no transfer part of it, you would think it would be drier than it is. It's actually creamier than you would expect, but not as creamy as you might be used to. I hope that makes sense. So let me go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I will be back to give you my thoughts on this and the makeup look. Okay, so this is the final look, minus, you know, my hair being pulled back in a very messy bun. All I did was throw on my Essence Make Me Brow that you guys know I love, and then my Besame Best Friend Mascara. By the way, awesome mascara if you ever need it. So real quickly, let me run through these products. This I'm still liking. It's still looking very, very nice on my skin. And in fact, I had a little bit of dark eyeshadow up in the corner, and I just tapped my makeup brush into that and put it in the corner, and it's a seamless blend. So if my eye makeup's looking a little bit different, that would be the reason why. I did go ahead and use that to help clean it up, and I used it to help like where I would with my concealer on the outside. I'm liking this powder. Let's hope it holds up. Let's see here. Next is going to be the eyeshadow palette. I did throw a little bit of these two mixed on my lower lash line. I did not use an eyeliner, and I really like this. I really like the way it looks. It's a darker look for me. However, I think you can get a light, as I throw it, I think you can get a lighter look as long as you leave out this green, but that is truly a very pretty color. So it would be the reason to buy this palette if you were going to buy this palette. So I am definitely liking that. I will say on the eye look, I don't know if you can see, but the like shimmer is transferring up into the crease. It's not necessarily staying put, but that doesn't bother me. But if it bothers you, did want to let you know. The blush, I'm loving the blush. It's a gorgeous blush. I think it's playing very nicely with the rest of my makeup, and I really do like the way it looks. It gives a very summery look to it. Bronzer palette, I'm loving. You guys, just loving right now. All right, now the last thing that we have to talk about are going to be these lip products. And they do say that they are transfer proof. So let's try this. Wow, okay. A bullet lipstick that is actually transfer proof. Wow, okay. These are, I want to get more of these. That's pretty cool to have a bullet lipstick that is actually transfer proof like that. So all in all, this was a great haul, and I really enjoyed sitting down and trying these out with you guys. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and show you a wear test with the makeup just to show you how long it lasts. So the makeup still looks good from afar. I'm still loving this lipstick. Still on my lips after eating rice cakes and drinking from a bottle, and I am 110% loving the lipstick. Still loving the eyeshadow. I'm not seeing any like movement on the eyeshadow, and the blush and the bronzer still look good. Now, the foundation, it's been about 6 hours, and I will say it is starting to, let me see if I can show you. It is starting to sink into my pores and my fine lines on my forehead and my chin. Starting to cake up here in my chin area. Now, having said that, I will tell you guys that I always use a pore blurring primer, no matter what kind of foundation I wear. I always put on my DHC Velvet Primer. However, I did not put on the primer this morning. So this is probably going to be my fault, and I will update you in the comments below or in the description box below on whether or not after using a pore blurring primer it takes care of that problem, because I always use a pore blurring primer. I have really big pores and I do have fine lines. I am over 40. So it is something that I do have to use, and I did not use it this morning. So I am going to go ahead and call this a wear test now, because it isn't fair to this foundation that I go ahead and keep trying to judge the wear on it when I did not give it a fair shake. So that's on me. But I mean, after 5 hours, I will say on the areas I do not have pores or wrinkles, it still looks good. This foundation does not look cakey. I still have a healthy glow. I'm not overly matte at this point in time, but I'm also not overly shiny. So the wear time is still going really, really good. It's just my fault for not using my typical primer. So that is going to be all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you would like, comment, and subscribe, I will see you in the next one. Bye.